I started a nonprofit. I went back to Nigeria, rebuilt the soccer field in my family's village of Amudi, and we hosted a soccer tournament. We gave out jerseys, soccer balls, had a whole tournament, and it was amazing. It was probably, outside of having my daughter, is the most fulfilling thing I've ever done in my life. Well, I'm originally from the Bronx, New York. I went to West Virginia University, studied sports management and business. I came from a sports background, played high school basketball, so I wanted something that I can be competitive in. I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was in college, and it really shaped my entrepreneurial mindset. I wouldn't say successful, I kind of got my foot in the door and I made a lot of good money, but it, ebbs and flows in business. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot of lessons. I've had a lot of successes and I had a lot of failures. So being in business for 10 years, definitely ebbs and flows for sure. Student mentality, having a student mentality, changing with the times, because obviously there's been so many changes within our industry, so many changes within the world, obviously COVID, and to be able to adapt and be able to pivot, I think, has allowed me to have longevity. Yeah, it scared me because, again, nobody in my family ran a business. I was actually the first male in my family to even graduate college. So it's not like I had a blueprint of hey, this is what you're supposed to make. This is what, the salary is. So I just kind of went into it blindly. But once I got good and once I got consistent, it became the only thing I knew. So I was confident in my ability. I could do anything. I was surprised about the network of people. I think the network of people was probably the most shocking, where I could go to a conference and meet people that, lived in California or Texas or Florida that did the same thing I did. I worked on Power Home Remodeling Group. Then I transitioned into Verizon Fios. Then Inspire, I worked with Ready Refresh Water. And now I'm working with Costco in the store with Reborn and Carefree and Jacuzzi. No, not at all. Not at all. I had no idea that I was ever going to be working with Verizon, coming from a client like Power to then transition to Verizon, then work with the biggest retail, Costco. Never would have thought of it. I've been privileged enough to be able to go back to Africa, throughout my journey, my career. And while being in Africa, I noticed that there were kids that wasn't as privileged as I was when growing up. And because of that, I started a nonprofit, which I was able to raise $20,000 to $30,000. I went back to Nigeria, rebuilt the soccer field in my family's village of Amudi, and we hosted a soccer tournament. We gave out jerseys, soccer balls, and it was amazing. It was probably, outside of having my daughter, is the most fulfilling thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah, I think anybody could do it. Me being fresh out of college, no sales experience, no marketing experience, nobody in my family ran a business, no male in my family graduated college. It's just to show work ethic and attitude, and that's the beauty about it. There's so many different backgrounds, religions, and everyone has different backgrounds and different stories that you can hear one person and you can relate to them, and it can open up so many doors for you.